It must be here somewhere.
It's not as if they're hard to miss. Elephants tend to stand out somewhat.
Oh yes, very good.
Hilary, why are we here such elephants?
A zoo seems a good place to find one. Or would you prefer we flit off to some country in Africa, Or maybe South America this time? That far enough away from responsibility?
I was thinking deepest Russia. At least then you wouldn't be able to contact me. Why are we here? Don't you think we should be discussing this in a more, well, more somber environment?
A zoo's as good a place as anywhere else.
Really? To discuss whether we pull the plug on our dad? The zoo is the best place.
Kate, I want to see an elephant.
All right then, I'll start. I think we should pull the plug. There. Discussion over.
Green. Just like that. Pull the plug.
Well, he was always going on about saving electricity. Are you listening to that? No. Then turn the bloody thing off. And that means pull the plug.
No red lights in this house. It's
not
a brothel.
Gosh, I never even knew what a brothel was. You probably still don't.
And you probably know me too well.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Nothing. Like me leaving? Nothing. Still harping on about that one. Gosh, how long was I gone? How long did you have to look after our dad? 1 year? 2 years?
What does John think?
Subtle change of subject there, Hilary. Nice. Well, our brother is doing what all middle children do. He's staying out of it. He did send me 2 texts though. The first one said, pull the plug, it's not a ruffle. The second one was a little shorter. And it asks, what he thinks our mum would have done.
Mum?
Yeah. And obviously I'm in no position to give an opinion there.
Mum? They must be here somewhere.
Maybe they're gone.
No, Kate, they're not gone. Look, it says here, elephant, elephant enclosure. And look at the sign, elephants. They've got to be still here.
Do you remember the time we had that big fight?
Which one?
When I was 15 and I borrowed your top?
The pink and black stripy one with the tear down the side?
Yeah. But you nearly pulled all out my hair.
That was because I didn't have a tear when I gave it to you.
Anyway, Dad comes in and there we were, rolling around the ground, pulling each other's hair out.
Like 2 frenzied monkeys trying to get the last knit.
Do you remember what he did?
Yeah, threw water on us. A baby bath of water.
Where did he get the baby back from?
We were minding Jane, the widow Murphy's youngest, remember?
She wasn't a widow then. And Dad was doing all the minding.
Yeah, and she never stopped crying, that's why I was going out. God, we were soaked. Destroyed your new plush beanbag.
He just stood there laughing. First time I ever saw him laugh. Can't remember what happened next.
We left. Just left.
But John was there, wasn't he?
John, no. John was on his school tour to London.
Oh yeah, London. Mine was to Dublin. It was bigger than I thought it was going to be. Where did you go on yours?
Didn't. That was when Mum had her turn.
Had her turn. Come on. Can you still not say it? She died, Hilary. Don't you think it's about time you said it? It's been what? 40 years.
It's all about time with you, isn't it? Oh, it's been nearly 2 years. Oh, it's been 40 years. Oh, it's been about 3 months. Time to let him go. He's had a good innings, blah, blah, blah.
We should live each moment over and over. carry them all with us, at all times?
Yes, all of them. That night we fought, that night we left Dad alone with the screaming, wailing baby. That was Mum's 10th anniversary.
What?
Yes, and what do? We fought, and then we left him alone. And what are we doing now? We're leaving him again.
We're not. We're letting him go with a bit of dignity.
Would you cop yourself on, Kate? We're letting him go with a bit of dignity. No. What we're doing is watching him take his last breath. Watching as the colour leaves his face. Watching as the life is draining out of him. You want him to leave.
No, Hilary. He's already gone. I remember later on that night,
What night?
the night that Dad was minding Jane, the wedding of his youngest, the anniversary night. I was only 15, so I'd come home earlier than you. She just collected Jane and was saying goodbye on the doorstep. Do you remember how stunning she was?
Yeah.
She had on this little black dress, and I remember thinking, I might try and borrow that. So I waited by the gate, under the cherry blossom tree.
Yeah, Dad never got to cut them down. We used to have to duck to get to the gate. We used to get showered with pink and white blossoms.
I remember Dad watching her as she walked down the path. She brushed off the blossoms and her hair and shoulders got covered. She wasn't able to brush them off, what with carrying little Jane and all. So there she was in this little black dress, carrying an infant, covered in, draped in pink and white blossoms.
Mum's cherry blossoms.
I ducked back in out of sight again as she turned up the road. She was almost gone into the house when I looked back up, and there was Dad on the doorstep still, smiling to himself. He waved and he seemed to say something, but I couldn't make out what it was. When I went back in, he was sat in the lounge on the seat.
Mum's seat by the fireplace.
I never remember anybody sitting on that seat before. He was drinking a glass of red wine. Why, I nearly fell over. He just sat there smiling, didn't look up, just kept smiling.
What did you say to him?
Nothing. I just went up to my room.
Carry it. Keep it. That image, that memory, that smile. Hold it, recite it, don't lose it. Where are they? Where are those elephants?
Why do you want to see elephants anyway? I always thought you preferred hippos.
Hippos? No, that was just what you used to call me when you were small. You couldn't pronounce Hillary, so you went around shouting hippo, hippo, hippo.
Is that where that came from?
Yes, and I used to laugh at it until you shouted out the Duns one day, and everyone turned and laughed. And then a little boy, older than yourself, pointed at me and got in on the act. The two of you went around shouting hippo at me. I was so upset, Mum had to leave for shopping and I had to go home.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you were only 3. I don't think you need to apologise.
So, why elephants?
Elephants are the biggest land animals on the planet. They're giants. They're like moving rocks. They protect their young. Nothing ever messes with a healthy elephant. You've seen the pictures of the little baby elephant holding on to its mother's tail. Nothing will ever harm that child while its parents there is to look after it. Nothing. I just want to see one. I want to look at it walk, stride with its quiet nonchalance. No confidence. They're rocks.
So, what do you think Mum would have done in this situation?
What?
Dad, what do you think she would say? I was only 5 when she died, so my memories of her are a little vague.
Yeah, you were only 5. You had your party the week before. I don't know what Mum would say. I don't know. Memories, mine are fading. But there was one. It was the last time Dad danced.
Dad danced?
Yeah, you were there too.
When?
It was outside. Me, Mum, you and John. I was helping Mum with the garden. Actually, we were planting the cherry blossoms. You were playing with a slug. You had made for sparkle. You love slugs and snails. John was playing football against the wall. Thump, thump, thump. The wall was winning. The radio was on. That song, you know, Night Fever. Do you remember?
No,
You do. Night fever, night fever.
definitely not.
Well, Mum got up and she started doing a dance routine, the songs routine.
Yeah?
Then she dragged me up and started teaching me. Then you started doing your own weekly drum version. Then John joined in. And then we were all dancing in the garden and Dad came up the drive. Without pausing, Mum just grabbed his hand and dragged to me. So we were all doing it. Everyone dancing in the garden to that stupid bloody song. And then the neighbours joined in. The harmonies across the road, the shield, and the flute. Everyone was dancing. That's a memory I hold it close. I recite it every night and every morning. I never want to forget it. There, do you see it?
I see it.
You're right. Dad would hate those blinking red lights.